Almost that same combination that Michael scored the knockdown with the last time, but here's a nice single leg by Gottsman, working in, good downward pressure by Michaels, and now able to get his foot back to the mat, so good defense on the single leg attempt by Gottsman.
Nice trip there from Gottsman to get down to the ground. He left his head a little low, though. Michaels trying to find an opportunity, might be looking for a guillotine there. Trying to defend against Gottsman, who's looking to pass. Now Gottsman into side control.
Well, and it's good showing there by Michaels, by able to recognize that the guillotine wasn't there, and as soon as he saw Gottsman trying to go for the side control, he immediately went to the defense, but giving up the mount now. Good work by Gottsman to get on top.
Yeah, Gottsman showing the jiu-jitsu skills that Wema is known for. And now in the mount, again, no strikes to the head of a downed opponent here in Calgary. Now Michaels trying to reel Gottsman in.
Gottsman now looking to transition away from the mount more to side control, because it's a position in the amateur rank side control they can do the most damage. Trying to get that knee on top. Now north-south position here from Gottsman.
Nice scramble from Gottsman, now trying to isolate an arm. Still looking for that submission, but Michaels able to pop out and now get back up. Michaels going to let Gottsman back to his feet, feeling like he probably has the edge in striking, landing big combinations. Gottsman, a desperation attempt here to take him down, to stop the punches that were landing from Shawn Michaels.
Well, if you land big punches like that, your opponent is going to try to do anything they can to take away that striking advantage. And Shawn Michaels landed some big shots. Now up against the cage, some knees being landed. There's a good attempt from Gottsman.
Again, the strikes are getting through. Gottsman answered with a punch of his own, but Michaels just very quickly stepped in, and now Gottsman, a nice double leg takedown there, Jeremy.
Yes, good job on the leg takedown. And now it's a bit of a different situation for Gottsman, because before on the takedown, Michaels had the cage to be able to use to defend. This time, Gottsman's center of the cage, so he has lots of room to work. And it looks like he's going for that same isolating the arm that he did last time. But now it's Michaels saying, hey, you did that to me last time. We're not going to get you to do that again.
Just 30 seconds left in round number one. Gottsman firing back Michaels and just taking him over, but Michaels trying to roll through and get off of that arm damage. Good control here from Gottsman underneath, Jeremy, but nice scrambling from Michaels to get free.
Short rounds in the amateur division, only three-minute rounds. They get a minute and a half break, and they're going to go into the break, back and forth round.
The black shorts for Gottsman out of the blue corner. A nice early pair of jabs coming through from Gottsman there. Kick to the midsection. Gottsman seems to be the faster fighter here, Jeremy.
Now an arm in guillotine attempt, and slipping out is Gottsman. It looks like Michaels expected the takedown and immediately went to the guillotine. My only issue with this is always that guillotine, if you miss it, you end up in a bad position being on your back.
Michaels looking like he's trying to isolate an arm, may have one now. Trying to pull it out the back. Gottsman, calm at the moment, now gets that arm free and may have an arm attack of his own. Side control here from Gottsman. Little blood on the side of the head of Shawn Michaels now. As we see Neil Gottsman controlling Michaels' position, now trying to move into a modified crucifix here, Jeremy.
One, being able to land punches, however they are, is going to be a positive situation for Gottsman. Now moving to mount again, but he needs to start landing some damage from this position. He worked hard to get the takedown. Now he needs the damage. You can't strike to the head, but you can strike to the body.
Looking for a triangle now for an armbar as Michaels from the bottom. Gottsman shuffling those off and moving to the side. Again,
not much striking coming from Gottsman, looking more on position. Now gets the mount again and is in the top position. And let's look to him to see to try and get a little bit busy here, land some punches, perhaps set things up. You see that knee slip over, that's normally a setup to an arm bar, so we'll see if he can use that same position with the knee on the belly.
Again, the jiu-jitsu from the gym in WAMA and all the fighters we've seen out of WAMA here in the Hard Knocks Fighting Championship has always been excellent. And Gottsman, again, trying to find an opportunity. Michaels doing a good job of stymieing him so far defensively, as he hasn't really been able to get a serious submission attempt on despite having superior position.
Here comes Michaels now on the single leg, trying to get some elevation. Gottsman trying to defend, and good look by Gottsman, almost landing in an armbar position. And some danger here for Shawn Michaels is Gottsman has an arm isolated, but not currently in a position to be able to do any sort of armbar.
So Michaels now on top of Gottsman with short time left in round number 2. Gottsman gave up the arm, but it just looks like neither one of them is able to get much of the offense going, Jeremy. This round may come down to positioning. Nice crisp combination from Gottsman. A leg kick turned into a driving takedown attempt from Gottsman.
This time Michaels defending the leg attack, but there another nice attack from Gottsman. Able to catch Michaels with on the cross, which is the best time to shoot in on a double leg.
Yeah, another nice takedown from Gottsman. Again, Gottsman making his amateur debut. Michaels has one fight on his record, a 13-second knockout just a few months ago at Hard Knocks 49.
And Michaels is trying to work from here. Gottsman almost content to stay on top and just keep Michaels down. There's some posture up from Gottsman now.
Well, it looked like Michaels was trying to trap the arm there, but Gottsman able to get it free, and now it gets back inside a half guard.
Shot position for Gottsman, and this is where he wants to be. If he wants to secure the fight, he needs to be on top, because at the moment in the first round, there's been no exclamation points from Shawn Michaels in this third round. So if Gottsman can stay on top in a dominant position, that shows that you're a dominant fighter and you deserve to win the round and the fight.
Yeah, position counts for a lot, especially in the amateur game here, and it's been Gottsman on top in all 3 rounds now. Michaels having a brief exchange in the first round where he was clearly had the better of the striking, but it's been, when the fight's gone down to the ground, it's been Gottsman in control.
And anti-social calls him back standing.
Minute 19 to go in the third and final round as Michaels gets it back to the feet after the referee stood him up, apparently deciding Gottsman was not doing enough with his position, but Gottsman very comfortable on the ground, apparently goes right back to it.
And Michaels trying to isolate an arm on the far side. But again, Gottsman with the excellent takedowns, timing the striking of Shawn Michaels, and Gottsman using the takedowns effectively.
Now Michaels trying to tie Gottsman up, unable to do so. Gottsman pops free.
It'll be interesting to see the judges, because other than the 2 takedowns, the offense in this fight in this round has really come from Shawn Michaels on the ground. Now some punches being landed from Gottsman, so showing that he's been being effective on the top.
Well, and he's got to be. Once you get stood up by the official, you need to prove that you're working. Although now here, looking for an arm bar. Michaels has an arm in there. Can he get him to tap with short time to go? Michaels trying to torque that arm, trying to bend it, trying to get a win in his second fight. Ends up back on top at the end of round 3 with just short time to go. 4 seconds remaining. Now there is the end of the fight. It will go to the judges' scorecard. Shawn Michaels and Gottsman go 3 rounds.